Hello everyone, my name is Rage, and welcome one and all to my Synergy Lab, a facility devoted to guess I'm rapping this. This is a facility devoted to I just wish I had some talent. I just wish I did. Oh, a facility devoted to creating the very best, the finest, the most supreme synergies that this game has to offer, the likes of which you will never see anywhere else, and that's a guarantee. How do I know this? Because I have a team of trained monkeys. Look, I'll be honest, I don't actually know where I was going with that, because I don't know how those two things relate to each other at all, but it's always been a dream of mine to own a team of trained monkeys. Let's be honest, somebody walks up to you and goes, so, would you like a team of trained insert animals here? Who among you at any point would say, nah mate, it's okay, because you are a filthy liar? So to start with, Tech X is obviously the name of the game, and we are going to begin by bugging it the hell out using the kidney stone method. Now admittedly, Tech X, like Dr. Fetus and Brimstone, doesn't have a crazy amount it can do, but what it can do is one of the most uniquely pure, just things that I have ever seen. So I hope you are going to like this. So I'll grab this, which will fire a single kidney stone with my glowing red brain, and then we have Super Tech X. Yes, we do. So let's start this going. Yes, indeed. I do love all the trinkets on the floor of the lab, because it's like I've just been ordering loads and loads of crap off the internet to the lab, and it just keeps getting delivered, and I have just a serious problem. I can't say no to ordering, oh yes, a used toenail off the internet, and ooh, what's that? Literally somebody's head. Well, I'll have that. I mean, it's a bargain at only $9.99. The implications of somebody selling a literal head for $9.99 on eBay are quite frankly disgusting. What kind of sick freak would only charge $9.99? You could get so much more for an actual head. He is really, really underestimating his market. He really is. So let's get jiggy with it. And by jiggy with it, I mean I'm going to go calmly walk over to the other item room and add to an item, because if there is one thing that me, Rage, does not do, it is at no point do I get jiggy with anything. I have a strict non-jigging policy. So, what we are going to grab is a little bit of proptosis, because we want much bigger starting lasers that are going to get smaller and smaller as they go forward. We'll also grab ourselves Mum's purse. Look at us with the pearls and the purse, because we are the fashionable scientists that not only do we create evil creations, we look good while doing it, and I think that is very, very important. In fact, you know what? I'll leave it as lasery for one more floor. I think that's something I should do, and that may indeed give you a hint as to how this is going to progress. But talking about the posting, is it just me, or do postmen guarantee a weird time? If you know what I mean. God, those postmen say what you like, but behind closed doors, oh, they are just insane. No. But I seem to have really awkward experiences with postmen. And the thing is, I know what you're going to say, Rage, so you seem to have awkward experiences with literally everyone. And you are right, but it happens very frequently with postmen. Like, we had one today, and I swear, like, if any of you know a postman, or maybe even are one, or can just tell me why, but why is it that many, many postmen get to the door, knock as lightly as possible, so the minimum amount of chance of someone actually hearing it? Ooh, this would be a pretty good run if it wasn't Synergy Lab. And then, basically what I can only imagine is start a stopwatch timer for 10 seconds, because that's the most amount of time they will give you to get to the front door. God forbid if you're in the middle of something and need a bit of time. The postman don't give a shit. He is off after like 10 seconds, and then as soon as that beeps, he sprints away from the door with your parcel up the street, flowing and throwing a little piece of paper that says, "Sorry, we missed you," with your delivery over his shoulder. as he whoop Zoidbergs away from the door. I don't know if it's just me, I don't know if it's the postman in my area, but they do not wait at the door forever. It's like as soon as you hear the doorbell, you've got to rip yourself up from your chair. Yes, we are going Brimstone because it's awesome. And sprint at the door. You don't have time to unlock it. No, don't be silly. You have to frickin' like Superman dive through the glass and come up in a crouch roll. And then maybe when you've got the postman cornered, will he wait long enough to actually give you your parcel? Maybe at that point you'll be okay. Looks like I'm going to have to use our get out of jail free card on this floor because I can't do it any other way. But also, how awesome does just this look? Like, we've hardly got any items, but this does just look really nice. Just this solid beam of lasering. I do very much enjoy it. So that's the thing that happens. But then I've also answered the door to see the postman literally writing the sorry that we missed you note. And while I'm stood there going, hello, I'm here, he looks up, and instead of giving me my parcel, I swear to God, he just then hands me the sorry I missed you note. Now, I'm assuming he didn't do this deliberately. I'm assuming he was just in the zone and gave me it. But it's like I could see him holding my parcel. But first, here we go. Before I tell you how well that postman held my parcel, you see what I was talking about earlier, relevancy. Look at this, lovely pulsing stars of beautifulness. Is that not a great increase? Is that not awesome? And then we're going to grab ourselves Continuum so we don't get blocked by the walls and we indeed get to see loveliness as it caresses and coalesces around everywhere. Yes, indeed. So I was like, I'm here, can I just have the parcel? And they kind of looked and went, oh God, yeah, sorry. But it's like a part of me's like, did he think I'd go, oh crap, sorry, guess I missed my delivery, see you later, man, you put that back at the post office, I'll come collect that in my own time. I just don't get it. Though the worst one was probably one of my own creation when the dude handed me my parcel and went, this is a parcel for you. And, you know, every part of me wanted to go, yeah, really? You think? Because, I mean, come on now, obviously. But I didn't want to just be a random dickhead, you know? He's just doing his job, whatever. I mean, he says that all the time. I don't really mind that much at all. We are going to grab ourselves Eve's mascara in order to slow down the beam. Cool thing is, it's just like, if you make it small enough, you see that one there? And when it contracts in on itself, there we go. It just looks really, really nice. There's a lot of detail going on this one. So instead, because I was really focusing on not saying the obvious sarcastic response, I went, thanks, you too. Which is the age-old, legendarily embarrassing thing to say. Like, you say it to a waiter here, like, did you enjoy your meal? Yeah, did you? Oh, you know, and also, look at this. Does that not look amazing? Just the tunnel of brimstone? Oh, God, it's good. It's good. It is good. I don't care about you. And I gotta look like, seriously, dude, as he walked away from me, which is always fine. It's kind of ridiculous. Just, hey, I'll grab wafer. Why the hell not? It's rare I pick up an item not from the labs, but in this case, I think I'll take it. But I don't know what came over me. The worst one, though, actually, that wasn't even the worst one. I can't believe, it's like I've just suddenly been to therapy and unlocked all of these traumatic post-based memories. Though it would be good if I punctuated the thanks you too by handing him one of my old just parcels. Like, no, enjoy. Totally go for it and enjoy yourself. One of the worst ones is when I saw the postman running away, and in this one, in my defense, I just didn't hear the door. He waited a while and I didn't get to it. This wasn't one of his lickety split I'ma run away, so he was gone by the time I got to the door. So I walked outside, couldn't see him, went up to the street and could see him kind of in the distance. So my logical response was to start effectively Terminator running, sprinting at him as we add ourselves Incubus to this, which actually wasn't going to be an addition, but thanks to this week's Seed of the Week, I'm like, yeah, look at that. Is that not just lovely just this compound gloriousness. I really like it. If we do it in all 4 directions, it just looks very nice. And the Incubus ignores tier modifiers, which is very, 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 very cool. So let us move on. Gonna go towards the item room. We've got a few things to pick up there, but honestly, it's not the biggest amount of items for the synergy, because again, not a lot of things do interact with Tech X, but God, I love how that looks. I really, really, really do. Okay, dokie, I am going to grab myself, not any of the extra tiers because it's actually too much, it starts to delete them, but we are going to get ourselves this loveliness. Now what happens when we do it while walking around, as you can see, it just creates this lovely, almost like a braid, like it's interwoven rope of brimstone on either side of me, like a rolling tidal wave of brimstone that's just this unstoppable force that's just gonna crash into your foes. I mean, is that not just wonderful? With the kind of lovely technology accentuation behind it, it's just, oh, it's the dream. So I'm there, Terminator, running after this postman, and he's not really noticed, so I yell, I need your packages! But he turns around and sees me, and I look very, very bedraggled at this point. I do, because I've not been awake long, I will admit. We're also going to add ourselves Spoonbender at this point, because it turns that lovely purple while giving us this still lovely red accentuation, and it just looks great. It just looks really, really great. This tunnel of brimstoney techie fun. I am a big, big fan of it. It is just an unstoppable tidal wave. And the dude actually starts running away from me. Now, it's not like a comical chase. He runs like a couple feet, and not really running, like speed walking, like I'm some maniac trying to rob the guy, and then he kind of comes to his senses, because let's be honest, I do not look threatening. Out of all the people that I know, I am one of them. Oh wait, I know, out of all the people that I know, I am probably the least threatening. Thanks, brain, really on it today. God damn, I am frazzled. It is so warm. It is newsworthy warm. You know when you wake up and you see a headline that says, "Today is the warmest day in recorded history." Like somebody's got out there and measured this and is like, "Huzzah! New record temperature! Good job, lads! Champagne on me!" And had to report it in the news. You know you're in for a bad time. So I am in an interesting state, to say the least. Goodbye, bloat. Goodbye. Oh, we may as well grab PJ's extra hearts. Never hurt anyone. No, they did not. So here we are on Necro 2. Yes, indeed. That is meaning time to solve the synergy puzzle, fit all the final pieces together, and come away with something truly, fabulously glorious. So let's head to the item room, which is nicely down there, because the thing is, if we added the quad shot, triple shot 2020, we'd actually just not have enough. So how good does this look, by the way? This like awesome pincer formation of brimstone when we're in a normal room, because the laser part of it doesn't respect infinity. Seriously, it's like infinity schminity. Back in my day, I was burrowing through walls with just a spoon, and I bloody liked it. You know, he's not a fan of infinity tears, so we get this gorgeous effect. It's really lovely, and I wager you've probably not seen anything like it before in Isaac. So have you guys got any of your own ridiculous postman stories? Because I would love to hear them. I really, really would. So what we're going to do now is grab ourselves both $3 bill and the fruitcake, because we're going to add ourselves a little bit of cooliness. Because if we fire for long enough, you'll see why I want to do this. I just love them overlapping with each other, the waves of awesome. I can't get over how good it is. Come on, come on, give me the change. Give me the sweet, sweet, sweet change. It's gonna happen any second now. Any second now, I believe. Oh, God. All right. It'll happen at some point, and then we'll see it. And that's really the important thing. So we could add Tech 1, which just adds a Tech 1 beam all around us, which is all right, but I kind of find it somewhat distracting, so I don't tend to take it. So that really is it from this room. I mean, we'll grab Pyromaniac, and we will get ourselves at PJs, and then just for the fun of it, we'll get Sad Bombs, because Zap! I mean, that's nice, isn't it? But we're not here for Brimstone. No, we are not, because this is a very unique way to blanket a room in Brimstone because of how it overlaps with each other. Yes, you can drop Dr. Fetus Brimstone bombs, but they are very much straight beams out from the point, and yes, they can cover a room, but never kind of in this. I guess the easiest way to describe it is a Brimstone ocean way, never in that lovely convoluted cumbersome. I'm just saying words that begin with C. Neither of those were relevant. Come on, brain, please work with me today. That's all I want. Just, brain, I need relevant description words. Best I can do you for is just general description words. Take it or leave it. That's your options. You can take general ones or you can take none at all. Well, I guess general ones are fine then. Convoluted and cumbersome. Yeah, nailed it. Oh, Christ. I'm so sorry for my general ineptitude. I have said that way too many times in my life. Okay, dokie. So we don't really have much left to add to this because, as I said, it tends to not interact with a lot of stuff. We don't want Tiny Planet, not that it really does much. Same with Antigrav, same with Alien Tech. We are going to grab the Lost Contact. Hey, there we go. We've got ourselves the yellow part, and then it goes back to purple, and when those colors overlap, it just looks wonderful. That right there is why we have ourselves the rainbow fruitcake and the $3 bill, because every now and then we just get some lovely colour changes there. So this rolling forward, yes indeed, there is technically, oh yes, the glowing ghostly version, and then watch when it changes back colours. How good does that look combining together? Oh, it's just beautiful. It really, really is. So yeah, I mean, we're basically done at this point. We could take Lunk of Coal to counteract the thinning out from proptosis, but I am not too involved in that. But what I will do is grab Keen on that, not involved with that. I seriously am just saying random things at this point, which is not good. Like, I'll admit, I do like a lot of random things, but there is a limit, and there is a correct type of random things, which I think we can all agree upon. So there we have it, guys. This lovely pulsing pincer beam of deliciousness. Now, we are going to grab one more item later on, but it does change the synergy in a fairly significant way. So I want to at least do a couple floors with this before I do grab it. Look at it. It's just mesmerizing, isn't it? And then when it combines and changes colors in a beautiful dance of just dazzling glory, I really enjoy using this. It's by far my favorite Tech X, and I love that we can keep the actual technology underneath, just so it isn't completely just a, well, it's just Brimstone now, isn't it? And when we do get the yellow one, it is just like a solid double yellow bream, yes, bream, which is just fantastic. So, with Critical Seed reached then, everyone, what is your rating out of 10 on visuals, power, obtainability, and gut feeling? Yes, indeed. The reason I don't have Sharp Plug and the like to get more Incubuses out is because 2 is the right amount before it starts deleting Rings of Brimstone out the air, because there's just too many. God, I just love how they interlace with each other. It's just so wonderful to watch. It's almost elegant and graceful, isn't it? Because it's just this slow rolling death, this sea of brimstone beauty. I am a big fan of it, and I do love that when you walk forward, it does look like you're in a kind of a tunnel of brimstone. Almost like the tunnel in Doctor Who, like a space-time hole, wormhole that you are passing through while you incidentally slaughter everything in your path. It's just a pure joy to behold. It's almost enough to make one cry a single tear of joy as they behold the sheer brilliance of what they are seeing. It really, really is. And a thought does actually occur to me. Well, we are talking about thoughts that occur to me, which, technically speaking, every video I ever do ever is thoughts that occur to me, so I suppose that is always an accurate statement to make. Could you technically say that watching a video is like looking through a window to the past? Now, don't initially recoil with, obviously no. Like, don't initially go there. Couldn't you technically say that? Because for me right now, this is the present. Okay, it's a shocking statement. But for you watching it, this is the past. So right now, my words are simultaneously the present, the future, and the past. Because at some point, they will all be a thing. My words are currently my present, your future. But when they're your present, they will be my past. And it kind of just gets me thinking. And I know it sounds like I'm just on something here. And like, no, come on, don't be stupid. I'm going to have to use the Emperor, unfortunately. As we have ourselves a little bit of a stuck situation, but oh, I love it, I love it, I love it. But technically speaking, that's how it is, right? Like, it could be some sort of time-traveling video puzzle to help the future. Like, what if it turned out there was a massive plot twist and I secretly came back from the future and had to deliver a message via encrypted puzzles within my videos that would slowly be worked out by everyone. Oh, that looks great. That looked great by everyone that was relevant. And it was just a complete accident that my videos actually started being watched by other people outside the relevant people to this war through the very fabric of reality. These are the things that keep me awake at night, guys. These are the things that keep me from getting restful sleep, because what if it's true? God, that looks good. I know I say that in Synergy Lab a lot, but it's kind of like the point of us being here to enjoy things that, God, that looks good. We'll grab the final item or two on the next floor. Yes, we will. But what if that is true? What if videos are secretly time-traveling portals to the soul? I know, right? What if that's the case? It could be. It could be. Actually, you know what? In order to fight Hush, I'll go get the items now. I think it'll make for a more satisfying Hush fight, because we should absolutely, completely, and utterly annihilate him due to the kind of damage that we are pumping out. So, can you guess what I'm gonna go grab as you try and rid your brain from my inane wonderings there? Well, the answer is Monstro's lung, because this rapidly increases the amount that we are firing at once in a very, very nice arc of a way, which means when we really get our fire on, it's something that we can't really get any other way, especially once we get into a smaller room, and that thing is just this complete screen-covering, broiling, roiling, churning ocean of pure Brimstone Tech X fury. It kind of looks like the contours of a brain, don't you think? All of these lines intertwining, the ridges going, and then when it swaps, it's actually kind of too bright to look at it. It almost hurts my eyes a little bit. This just completely consuming sea of brimstone, like it's taken over the entire world and coated it in an unending, oppressive sky of pure purple destruction. I just really like it. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. And yeah, I just wanted to make sure that Toxic Splash ain't got nothing on this. So yeah, adding Monstro's lung, very, very potent to this combination, because it just, oh, Oh, it's just a solid wall of brimstone when it's red. Like, you can't actually make anything out. And now we're here in a smaller room. Look at it. Is that not the genuinely biggest, most permanent brimstone coating of a room you've ever seen? It's just wonderful, and only Tech X can really do that. Even not Epic Fetus with tier bombs and the most ridiculous brimstone ever. There are breaks. No other way can really do it. Even with no cooldown instant brimstone firing, you can't really do it. So if a sea of unstoppable brimstone is the name of your game, then this is the synergy for you to bring your opponent's pain. Now let's quieten down the hush. Tell me if you see what I mean with the time traveling thing, right? Because it's kind of like a weird thing to think about. Hey, we'll use Tabby's head. Why the hell not? That should be fun. Okay, I didn't quite expect that, but that was definitely neat. I don't know. I just like little things like that. I really do. Also, this is a really quality, well, it was not bad hush floor, though. Definitely not bad. Shop, not great. But that one item room on the right, though, you'd ideally want both those items, so what do I know? So let's see how fast oh my god. Look at that red glow coming from the center there as the hush died. Oh, that looked beautiful. What a lovely, lovely synergy lab. That is going to be one of the fastest hush kills that we've seen here in the laboratoire. It really is. Good times, good times. And it's just always fascinated me, the possibility that something can exist in multiple phases of time at once, because it kind of is possible. Oh my god, the pure yellow one is just awesome. Look at that. And then it merging with the purple. Oh, it's just... You know, I wish I could condense it into a bar and eat the shit out of it. That's the best way I could describe this. If this was a bar, it would taste like nectar of the gods. It really, really would. But yeah, on a philosophical level, I think it's really fun to think about, because I'm not technically wrong. The idea that my words right now exist in 3 planes of existence, because you guys will eventually end up watching it. Well, not so much 3 planes of existence, that's whole multiverse theory, and like that theory is really good because it means that out there technically exists a million versions of me, which means that probably at least one of them is actually funny and entertaining to listen to. So that gives me some comfort in the cold of night. It really, really does. But yeah, the fact that my words could exist in 3 periods of time simultaneously from different perspectives, I do kind of like it. And it kind of reminds me of a sentence I used to constantly say to people, which used to bug the hell out of them, and they used to constantly ask me to please just stop, which was, did you know that tomorrow is yesterday for today? Obviously, it means nothing, but when I was young, I was like, God, I am just the most philosophical thinker of my time. I am the Socrates of my generation. I am just, I've got the next level thoughts, when actually that's such a stupid thing to say. Though I will admit, I did have one really cool thought when I was a kid that I came up with, which is I was driving along in the back of, I was driving along when I was a kid. I was just that advanced in the back of my mum's car, and I just randomly came out with, and I know this happened because my mum's told me it a lot of times, with, what if, right, us as humans are just germs on the Earth's body? Which sounds a silly thing to phrase it as, but for someone who was really young, actually, I still think that was kind of a cool little thing to think about. What if planets are just celestial bodies so colossal in their power and scale that we can't even register them as alive to us? They just seem like, well, a planet, and we are nothing but parasites on their surface. The flea on your pet, the lice in your hair, that weird alien worm thing currently gestating in your stomach. What if that's the case? I thought that was quite a neat little thing for me to think about. And it totally would be badass if one day the Earth just, like, unfurls into a giant humanoid, almost Titan-like colossal figure. That would definitely be quite a plot twist. I mean, it'd probably wipe out most life on Earth from the sheer movement and forces behind it, but, you know, there you go. I thought that was quite amusing. Just one day we end up getting, like, sprayed by a cosmically sized spray bottle that reads kills 99.9% of bacteria. Alright, Mega Satan, I am certainly not going to move in this fight. Let's just have our Sea of Beauty going on. Yes, indeed. I guess I should do it this way. Yeah, this should about do it, right? That's going to completely cover everyone in just gloriousness. And obviously, you can choose your color. You could have gone with green or permanently yellow or whatever color you like. But I'm always a fan of the purple hominess. I really, really am. And there we go. Gloriously competent fight. I like it. I like it. I do. Oh, like if you've enjoyed this, guys. It really helps me and my channel out and helps me grow and all that. And if you enjoyed yourself, I'd really appreciate it. As much as I do dislike asking and as much as I do say that sentence a lot, but I always like to, you know, I don't know. It's a weird thing. And yeah, share it around. Subscribe for more. I'll see you next time. Oh, good boy.